Hello, dreamer. It is Kay Loving Music, where I am loving music so much I just can't help myself. And if you're wondering why I'm all dressed up, I just feel myself doing a contest. I won't say what it is. If something great happens from it, then I'll let you know. For now, we'll just say contest. So I wanted to check in with you, dreamer, on your list. How is it going? For some people, they could do a list in 30 minutes and do the pros and cons and all that and be honest with themselves and be done. But for others, it can take a while. It could be a journey, and that's okay. So maybe you are stuck on one of them or two of them. And so I wanted to maybe provide you with a little insight. So obviously, and you've heard me say this on other occasions, I'm physically handicapped. My hands do not work like other people's. So me being able to do or to play an instrument proficiently at the level I want to, for the sound that I want to, is just not necessarily possible. And I remember I was in school at the time, and I remember this like yesterday. I saw the guy. I remember him too. And he was sitting there on his computer, and I was very fascinated by it. This was during the time when Apple had like those really black and white gray pictures with desolate lands and deserts and all that. But it was cool though. And and I remember, first of all, I was complimenting him on just the background that he had. But then I noticed he was doing music. And at the time, my understanding of music was you had to be in a studio and had all these other people, sound engineers, tech, all of this stuff, trying to create music. But there he was in our hall just making music on that computer. And I was so blown away by that. And I wanted to be able to do that in my own way. Because I had, in the past, I've gone to recording studios and had other people record me. And I'm grateful that they did, because I did not have the finances to hire a professional. So they were like other students. But I also felt like when they recorded me, they always like minimized my voice and the power in my voice. And I wanted to find a way that I could record myself as an artist, but that stayed true to my voice and what my voice can do and what it does do in person. And so I was like, I need to get that computer. And I worked for like a few years, and I saved up, and then I finally got it. And I'm the type of person, whenever I get some new device or technology or something, I like to figure it out and explore all the different things that it does. And I remember I took my time and I was looking through it. And I said this in another video, but I already had a secondhand computer that had this software called Audacity. And all that did was record vocals. And so on my old computer, I would just like record vocals, and then I would sing what was in my head, which was basically kind of the instrumentation or background vocals, whatever. But there I was, finally made enough to purchase an Apple computer. And I was sitting there, and all of these different things were at the disposal of my hands, all these different instruments and the ways that I could record. And it just opened up this whole other world for me of possibility. Like, I knew what my limitations were, these hands and finances. But then I was like, I know what I can do. I know what I could achieve, even if nobody else could see it at the time, which they couldn't. But I wanted to show people what I saw in myself. But I felt like I could only do that if I did it on my own. And I did. And I created the instrumentation that I heard in my head on my album. If you haven't heard it yet, Journey of a Broken Songbird. And you can see it on my website, klovingmusic.com, k-loving-music.com. And I don't know necessarily if what I have accomplished is considered a success yet. But I'm hoping that in me sharing this with you, that maybe me taking what I had to learn the hard way and sharing that with you, maybe you'll be able to overcome the things that are holding you back And where I wasn't able to soar, maybe you can, you know? Maybe when you open up that door to your potential, you might be that person who's able to soar and fly. I don't want anything to hold you back. Life is already doing a great job of that. Sometimes we just need some people in our corners to help us see what we cannot see. So go back to that list. That thing that might be keeping you stuck, that thing that you can't figure out, look at it and really see, wait, how can I make this work? Even if it takes years, even if it takes months, figure out a way to see the solution. It's there. So keep going, keep trying, and hopefully this was encouraging to you. And I hope what I learned can help you soar. All right. See you later.